Gullah Gyal. What I do? How you doing? The reason why I'm making this video is because of what's recently going on right now in the crypto space, right? And what's going on right now is we're seeing so much fluctuations in the market. And my theory with that is that people are pushing in, like these billionaires, these billionaire companies, trillionaire companies are coming in and they're pushing in all this money towards a certain coin to get people to buy into that coin so that they can make a good profit off of what people are buying into, and then they take all that money out of it. So people see a rise in it. And what I mean is this. Okay, so recently if you're not familiar with crypto, I know you've heard of Bitcoin. Like, if anything, you've heard of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. The ones that I really am focused heavy on is the Bitcoin, because that's the original, and Ethereum, because Ethereum can be used with NFTs and actually has more of a deeper value to it. And then they have these things called shit coins. And the shit coins are coins that really have not a major backing behind them, and they're just there, right, for people to invest into, and it looks like they're doing something because their numbers are rising, right? And then they go to shit. But they're really not backed by anything. And I think anytime we think about currency, we have to look at what it's backed by. And I'm doing a lot of studying. I'm part of a lot of groups. I'm part of this group called Infinite Wealth Strategies, in which we do this talk tokenomics and try to get a better understanding of this new virtual space when it comes to currency and how to make money or currency, how to earn cryptos, right? And one thing that we do learn in that is when you, or before you invest into a certain coin, do your research on that coin. Do your research on what you're investing into. And that should be with any investment. That's a smart investor, right? A smart investment. So right now you have these coins called Doge coins and Shiba. I think I'm saying it right. I don't think I have time to look. Hold on, let me see if I can. And let's see, Shiba, like SHIBA. And so what happened the other day is like the Shiba coin went up, it skyrocketed. Like the numbers were crazy. And so what a lot of people do is, like, when they see like a certain investment start to skyrocket, they start to buy in, and then the market becomes so volatile that you don't even want to get in at a certain point, right? So we're seeing that right now with this crypto. Then this morning, I literally saw a meme. I call them all memes, but it's on Instagram. I saw this thing on Instagram where it was like people are dumping the Shiba and they're going back to Dogecoin because Dogecoin had went up. And what people have to understand is Elon Musk, you know, the trillionaire, the Tesla, spacecraft, all that stuff, he's playing with the market. He is playing, like, just like he did with Bitcoin. Like, he tweeted or something that his company was gonna buy like $1 billion in Bitcoin or something like that. And that made everybody run to start buying in crypto. Okay, Elon Musk is doing it. Oh shoot, we're gonna do it. I fell into that. Like, oh shoot, like these billionaires are investing into it. Let me go ahead and go jump right in, right? And then it kind of hit me, like, when I started seeing like Mark Cuban, the billionaire, he was trying to push Dogecoin to the masses, and I paused. That's when I paused. I said, what are they really trying to do? Because you got to understand, they're not on a level that the normal people are, like the masses, right? They're in a certain bracket of money where they can play with the market and have it go to how they want it. So a lot of these billionaires right now are manipulating the market, and they're manipulating the emotions of the people because they understand that this is new, right? This is a new thing for people. And they understand that people want to get rich. So people are thinking, oh shoot, like if I invest into this, I'm going to get this money. And people are, if they're doing it smartly. But there's people who are not. People who are just joining in because they're seeing, oh shoot, this is popping right now, not doing the research, putting their money in and just getting emotional, like, ooh, I just want to get rich. And that's why I had to pause. I was like, so I didn't jump into it. And maybe I should listen a little bit more, but I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time for my mind to be swayed every which way. Oh, jump into this, jump into that, jump into this, do this. And that's why stocks and cryptos and things like that kind of boggle my mind a little bit, because I feel like, oh my gosh, it's a constant chase. Like, you're constantly chasing these numbers. You're looking at the ups and downs. Now, there is like a certain strategies that you can put into place, but when you're sitting here just following the trends of what people are telling you to do, then you're not going to win. You have to stick to your own game plan. That's another thing I've learned while learning stocks and trading and things like that is you have to have your own strategy. You have to have your own game plan. You cannot go based upon what's trending, popping, all of this. You got to think long term. Okay, what is the substantial, what is the significance of this coin, and will I get a good return in a long-term investment? And that's why we should do our research. And so another thing that's crazy with this Dogecoin and this Shiba coin, one of my friends, we were discussing it, and he was like, those are the names of, what's the name? Elon Musk. I forgot his name that quick. He said that's the name of Elon Musk's dogs. His dogs are named Doge and Shiba. I'm going to go do some research, but that's the name of his dogs. So he playing, like, he doing this stuff for fun. He is doing this shit for fun. He is creating coins, and he's dumping all this money into these coins that are shit, right? Only for money purposes, not that really backed by anything. But then I'm only speaking in my emotions because I really didn't do the research on them. I'm just watching it going on. But I guess the premise of this video is, first of all, to vent aside from venting my frustrations onto the video. Another thing and message that I want to get across is do your research. Do your research. And this is for me too. This is for me telling me, do your research when it comes to this crypto space. And that's why I'm only like really focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I have other investments and other coins as well that I'm holding. I hold my stuff for a long time because I want to start earning these cryptos. And that's what called mining. I don't want to keep dumping my money into them. I want to start earning them so they can start just generating and coming to me. And that way they can invest in themselves without me taking my money into it. And I can take the money and do other things as well. So it's an interesting world that's becoming right now within this whole crypto tokenomic world. But it is worth paying attention to because this is the wave of the future. And with these billionaires playing with the market, it's really starting to go viral, and it's really starting to trend amongst people who don't even look at investments in that way. But it's causing a lot of people to start looking at these investments and saying, oh, shoot, how can I get in? Yes, you can win, but just be smart doing it. I don't have time for it at this time. Like, yes, I want to get rich. Yes, I want to have millions and billions and trillions, darling. But I want to have a peace of mind. So until I can understand it a lot better, I ain't about to just jump in just because I see everybody else jumping in. That's like jumping into a whole shark pit. That's like jumping into the shark pit and say, everybody's jumping in. No, thank you. I think I'm going to take my time. I'm going to understand it a little bit more and get into it. And the way that I'm working with it is just different. I'm more in towards the NFT part, because I like NFTs because I like to create brands. I like to create content. And I like the aspect of being able to be paid for and rewarded for the content that you create, and having that have value long term. And so that's kind of where I am in this space. But there's so many places that you can be. But like I said, if you have not explored it, explore it now. Kind of look into it. Go to Coinbase. Coinbase has all kind of articles. They also have little education tools that you can look up and kind of figure it out and kind of do some research. And yes, darling, it is an interesting world out here. And people playing with you. Don't let them play with your emotions. Be grounded in your emotions. Be grounded in yourself so that you won't be swayed by this world, because at the end of the day, it could still sway you. You know, no matter how much control you think you have, sometimes you think you have control and you still being guided by the world. And that's why I always say, don't look for yourself in this world. Look for the world within you, and you bring that to life. Because that's how you're going to survive this ascension to the next dimension. You feel me? Gullah Gyal. And I'm out.